Hi, I'm Kelsey and welcome to KWL. This is a 15-minute Pilates class focused on glute and hip activation. It's great for supporting knee health and pelvic stability. I'll be using a loop band, but you can totally do without and still feel the work. Let's get going. So I'm gonna take my band and start with it just above my knees. And we're gonna lie on our side and we are going to start this sequence with some good old classic clamshell movements. So I'm gonna lie on my side. I like to bring my head all the way down onto the floor. A lot of times if we're propped up like this, we lose our side body connection. So my head is down. You can rest your head either on your arm if you have like a rolled up towel or anything like that. That's also really helpful as well if you need a little bit more support for your head. But first things first, I want you to find your side body connection. Not everyone can fully lift their side body away from the mat. You can see I can here, right? But I want you to feel the sensation more so than actually doing it, but feeling the sensation of lifting your obliques away from the mat and getting them to activate. Your bottom oblique needs to be active through this whole sequence. So knees are stacked, ankles are stacked, my knees are bent. I'm using my top hand as a little bit of a prop. You can also give yourself that tactile cue and keep your hand around your waistline. And we're gonna start with our clams. So you're gonna exhale, lift your top knee, feet stay connected, and then lower. And the goal is to, as you lift, not to allow your pelvis to really move, shift, or roll back. So I'm lifting up into the tension and then lowering it down. And obviously, with the band around our knee, our range of motion is much less, and that is to be expected. So if your range of motion is much less, if you're just lifting a couple inches, that's totally fine. Good, let's do 2 more here. Awesome. And then you're gonna bring your knee down, and now we're gonna lift both of our legs at the same time. So exhale, knee lifts, ankle lifts, and lower. So knee and ankle lift at the same time, up. So imagine like if you had a book, you're opening and closing your book here. And we're getting that glute medius to fire. Our glute medius doesn't like to fire. It's like the least happy muscle to turn on, right? So our goal, but it's also very important for all of our mobility, for walking, all the things that we do. So we wanna make sure we have a glute medius and a whole gluteal fan that likes to turn on. 1 more, lift up, lower it down, and then I want you to extend your top leg long. So if your band rolls, that's fine. Just fix it if you need to. From here though, we're going to flex our foot, sweep forward, just in front of our mat, point, and then sweep the leg back, squeeze the glute, flex, sweep forward, point, and draw it back. Good, just go forward and back here. And imagine you're sort of gliding your foot across the table, right? So it's not lifting or lowering, it's really staying on the same horizontal plane. And our goal is to keep the pelvis really stable here, which is really, really hard to do. Last one, bring it back, hold the leg in alignment with your hip, reconnect with your side body if you lost it. You're gonna flex the foot, lower the leg down to the floor, and then lift it up. Tap down and up, down and up. Good for 5 and 4. 3, last 2, and 1. Bring that leg down, Bend the knee in, roll over onto your back here. So before we go to the other side, we're gonna do a bridge sequence. So I want you to bring your feet into a functional parallel position. So you should have a little bit of tension on your band, and we're going to find our neutral spine, and we're gonna do a neutral bridge sequence. Inhale, take a breath in, root through your feet. Exhale, hinge and lift your hips and feel the length out through that front line of your body. Inhale, lower in neutral. Exhale, lift and lengthen in neutral. Good. So build a little bit of heat here. Up and down. Good. Let's go 4, 4. And lower. And 3. And we should be feeling now more glute max as we lift our hips up. Intentionally try to activate them and turn them on. 1 more. Lift and hold, and then root down through your feet. You might want to bring your feet a smidge more narrow. You don't want a ton of tension on your band right now because we're going to add a little movement to this. So I want you to root down through your right foot, and then you're going to lift your left knee just a couple inches into the tension and then lower it down. Root into the left foot, lift the right just a couple inches. So the goal here is to stay stable through your pelvis as you go into this little march. Good. We're gonna go 1 more on each side. And bring the feet down, take a breath, and lower your legs. Good. So we're gonna sit on up. I'm gonna roll to my other side, and we'll do our clam sequence on the other side now. So find your side body connection, lengthen out here. I want you to stack your knees and stack your hips, find your side body connection, and hold this connection. Feel that bottom oblique connect, okay? I can use my hand as my kickstand, and from here, we will lift our top knee. Feel the glute fire, feel that outer hip, your glute medius fire, and then lower it down. And lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Few more here. And again, take your time. Your range of motion might be much less than if you didn't have a band on. It's totally fine. Good. 1 more. And bring it down and hold. Reset here. And now we will open and close our book. So ankle and foot lift up at the same time and lower down. Good. Lift it up, hold, and lower. And you just want to open and close and move that whole leg on the same horizontal plane up and down. Good. And the goal is to not allow your top hip especially to roll back as you lift that leg up. Let's go 3 more here. Up and down. Lift. Good. 1 more. Good. You'll extend your leg long and flex the foot, sweep forward. We're going into those kicks, point, sweep back, squeeze, flex and forward, point and draw back. Good. And again, you want to think about gliding that foot across a countertop, across a tabletop, stay connected to the glute and hip, and the goal is to really not allow your pelvis to do a whole lot of anterior or posterior tilting. Last one. Good. Bring the leg back into alignment with the hip. You're gonna lower the foot down and lift up. So we're gonna finish it up with some lifts. And again, think about your bottom oblique staying connected to your sideline. Your bottom oblique has to help you stabilize before you can actually really get this top leg to move. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower it down. Bring the knees in. We're going to roll back onto our backs again. And from here, we're going to do another set of neutral bridges, activating our glute max. So root down through your feet. Inhale, take a breath in. Exhale, neutral bridge up. Inhale, lower down. So lift and lower and lift. And there's a very intentional activation now of your glute max as you get the hips up. You don't want to dump into your low back. You want to stay connected to your core and squeeze those glutes and then release it down. For 3 and 2. Last one, hold it up. And now instead of our marching, we're going to do a little out, out, in. And this is hard pelvic stabilization. You don't have to make big steps to make this movement be felt, right? So, and feet and knees come a little bit more narrow. Really stabilize through your pelvis. You're gonna step out just a couple inches with your right foot and leg, and then your left foot steps out, and then your right knee comes in, and your left knee comes in. And then let's go left, right, in, left, right. Step out, right, left, in, right, left. Now, once you have that rhythm out and in, the goal is to keep that pelvis super stable, which is really, really hard, but you should be feeling your glutes really working to keep you connected. Good. A couple more rounds here. Out and in and out. In, last round, out, in, left side, out, out, in, and roll it all the way down. Release, hug your knees into your chest. Stir. You're gonna roll yourself up, and we'll finish standing. So I'm gonna take my band, bring it down around my ankles. And I'm gonna stand on up, and we're gonna finish with some walks. So I'm gonna sit into a squatted position. You can bring your hands to your hips, you can bring your hands to prayer, whatever feels comfortable. But we're gonna go right, left, forward, back. Okay, so I'm gonna go out, left, forward, walk forward, 2 steps, back, back. So it's right, step it in, left, step it in, forward, 2, back, 2, right, in, left, in, forward, forward, back, back, right, left, good, forward, forward, back, back, side, side, good, forward, forward, back, back, side, and you can alternate these, side, good, forward, forward, back, back, side, whew, side, last round, forward, forward, back, back, in, and up. Fantastic work. Our glutes should be activated, and our hips and knees should be turned on and happy. I would definitely suggest doing a quick hip stretch after this sequence. But nonetheless, thank you so much for joining me today, and have a good one. Thanks for moving with me. I hope you're feeling connected, empowered, and aligned. If you enjoyed this class, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out more KWL sessions to support your practice. Until next time, move well, be well, and live well from the inside out.